Hey folks, it's July 16th. Welcome to Green Hat Gardening. We got a lot of stuff going on in the garden right now. Some new changes, lots of new changes, and well, lots of stuff to pick too. So we're moving forward with putting some rabbit wire around the perimeter of the garden. And I bought this cedar panel here, kind of freestanding on its own. We're going to take one of these latches off, put another post like this on the side, and then put a U-bolt in between it to hold it. We're also building raised beds for the blackberries and the raspberries. I'm going to move the raspberries up here. One of these beds will be nothing but blackberries and the other one will be raspberries for now. And then we'll extend the garden onto this backside down to the edge. The okra is back to being a daily pick. We'll come pick some of this. You can see it's already, I picked a whole bunch the other day. There's probably a good 20 out here again to pick. They're going to be the show stealer again this year, I believe. Okay, so we'll get in here and cut some okra. You can see lots of stuff this size. Come over here and get this one. Oh yeah. So we ended up with 21 okra. Now we're going to go pick some of the tomatoes. We had tons of rain and it kind of popped back up a little fungal issue we were having. We've gotten some fruit off of these peppers, but it's just nothing like last year. A lot of the leaves have been beaten off and I need to pick those up. Yeah, the banana peppers, none of them are struggling, but you know, they're still fruiting good. And that's great. I let them go as long as they keep doing something. We'll pick this guy here. Nice. Believe it or not, we got a few bells to pick. This guy's already turning red. He's little, but we'll take him. I mean, it almost looks chocolate. You can see it really good on the bells. They're trying at least. And this is the big bell pepper that's fallen over. That was doing so well, it's kind of falling over on the other plant. See that gigantic fruit right there holding it down. You gotta get it off. The fatale pepper is almost waist high on me and it's setting fruit. Oh yeah, that one up under there. That one's ready to eat. The other peppers are just kind of lagging behind. It's not a good year for peppers for some reason. I cleared out a lot of the weeds and brush behind the blueberries. We're getting eaten alive by these morning glories. Still have a lot of Bermuda grass to take out here. Tomatoes, on the other hand, are going crazy. They need some fertilizer. We have lots of better boys. I see one ripe better boy ready to pick. And plenty of green tomatoes. And the aromas are doing really well. I need to pick a number of them. We've had a lot of trouble with hornworms so far this year. Kind of getting into the crop a bit. That's falling over. If it's not hornworms, it's these little bugs here getting on stuff. I'm looking forward to picking Some of these Romas, they're great for pasta sauce. That one, good old caterpillar or something got to him. Just growing little bunches. Huh? My one lone ripe. Oh, something's got to it. Something eating up a storm of it. Oh, that's unfortunate. I was looking forward to that guy. That was the first one of the season. So we got 7 of the Romas. Now we'll come over here and check out the cherries. I love how they grow in these huge bunches. I mean, there are dozens and dozens of these things. These are wonderful just to eat straight off the vine, though. You can hear it pick some of them. That one, something got to. Yeah, you know that old saying, if something's not eating your garden, you're not part of the ecosystem or the food chain or whatever. So, it's okay if I have a few little caterpillars here and there, I guess, sharing with things. Everybody's got to eat, I suppose. Oh, look at some of these back in here. Oh yeah. Well, I'd say that's a good harvest for today. Look at all that. Okra, Roma tomatoes, bell peppers, banana peppers, cherry tomatoes. Only thing we didn't get today were the better boys. Maybe next time. I still have a lot of work to do on this stretch. The blueberries, these are the new ones. You can see I've already pulled this off once. It's back covered in morning glories again. It's just relentless. It's been hard to keep on top of it this year. And the zinnias, we planted these zinnias from seed and they're doing absolutely spectacular. I don't think I've ever had zinnias do as well as these have. On the other hand, something is affecting the apple tree. It doesn't necessarily feel like drought. We've had plenty of rain. And it doesn't necessarily look like fire blight from what I've seen online. And the only other thing I can think of is that maybe it's root rot. But outside of tearing this whole bed up and tearing it out of the ground here in the middle of July, I don't know what else to do with it except just let it be. The potatoes have largely been a failure so far. Little potato experiment. We've had a few sprout up and try to do something, but the peanuts, on the other hand, are starting to take off, and that's cool to see. In fact, I may try to sprout peanuts and put in these other things. It's honestly not even worth mentioning or even looking at the raspberries. They're not doing very good. Granted, these are old canes and they're dying back anyway, but even they've had something on them, some little disease in the leaves. It's just overrun with weeds, and this is part of the reason I'm moving it so that I can mow back here. And then this whole area probably won't be turned into the strawberry beds later in the year. I don't talk about the grapevines much. They're still here, they're still kind of existing. Eventually we're going to buy some large pots and cattle panel and put a large pot on either side and grow them over the top of this. I think that'd be a perfect spot for them. And last but not least, our Birdhouse Gourd experiment. Got lots of blooms, but I don't guess anything is getting fertilized because they all just die off. Oh wait, look, there's one little gourd right there. well, maybe it won't be a complete failure after all. I'll take one, but one's all we get. Go over here and look at the second bucket. I don't see anything on this one. But at least we got one. Well, that's all for the Sweets Garden update. Till next time, keep digging and keep growing.